And a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to round 3 of the ERL Purple sector tier with our usual Monday guys racing again. We only have one dropout today, so one reserve, that's Shippo. The rest are all full-time drivers in the Monday tier. And we have seen Man's Bob won the first 2 races of the season. So let's see if he can make it 3 in a row. He looked fast again in the time trial sheets, and I predict Dan is the man who is going to challenge him today. When I looked at all the time sheets up front in training, let's get to some predictions of the guys themselves. Man's Bob is predicting the pole for Dan, with Dan to win, himself in second and Neil in third. So let's see if that it works. Did Dan predict something? Let me check. Yes, he predicted a pole for Man's Bob, and then Apeldoorn, Neil and Top Car Vlogger in the top 3. So maybe he predicts he's gonna take him out or something. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Ralphie says win of Neil takes a pole, and then Man's Bob is gonna win, Dan in second and Apeldoorn in third. We have Neil predicting Charlie Harris on pole, and then Charlie, Man's Bob and Dan in the top 3. I see a lot of unexpected performances for Brian today, so everybody thinks Brian is going to be a surprise. So let's watch him today also, if he can make that happen. So let's get to the action on track. We see Lucky Egg first out, and he's gonna take us a lap around Australia. Difficult turn 1-2, really fast, difficult on the track limits. Let's take the lap times in and the telemetry on the battery. Australia, really difficult circuit. It's extremely fast corners where you can go outside of the lines really easy when you take a lot of risk, a lot of speed through there, especially the next 2 corners. Really fast, just downshift 2 times and put on full throttle. Don't hit the curb there on the inside, because then your car is gonna fly off. Heavy braking zone at the end of this DRS. Don't hit the inside curb here, because yeah, you're gonna see your car is gonna slide. But lucky kept it on track. Into the last corner, take a good exit. That looked a bit wide. And he's gonna put in a time of 1:18.4. Let's get up to Neil. I saw him leaving early. Tighter line here. And he gets up to a time of 1:17.4. A second, Charlie Harris takes it by 3/10, 17.1. The pole time should go to 1:16 low. It's my prediction. Maybe even a 1:15. We see FCT. Getting into the 1:17s also. Man's Bob taking pole for now on the mediums, so he's saving a set of softs for a race, I guess. Let's get up to Apeldoorn outside the last corner. Low battery, and he makes it to 1:17.1. So even on the mediums, Man's Bob at this point is the fastest. Tom in the last sector. Going through the last corner now. Has a lot of battery left compared to the other guys we just saw, and he goes into P6. Nice lap from him. Let's see where Ralphie is. Getting a nice slipstream here. Almost no battery. Anymore. So that's gonna hurt him on this last part of the lap. Good entry point. Ralphie was also fast both races. Battling in the top 5. So let's see if he can put his car in there again with his first flying lap. Looks just like it. Yep, 174. Again steady in the top 5. JR Morgan is still on track. Oh, that's a slow lap. Maybe he invalidated earlier on, and he's gonna try again. I see his 102 cars on track. Let's follow him. And then I see now Stewart leaving the pits, also a fast guy in the steer, so I'm gonna pick up a lap after this one. Not taking too much risks. JR Morgan not using any battery so far. That's real different compared to Ralphie we just saw. He used all of his battery up to this point. Ooh, there you have it. It's a really tricky curb. When you apply the throttle and go over there, the car is gonna slide underneath you. And it's so easy to lose it there and spin out and hit the wall. So there is Stewart going for his first lap. Just kept it on the line. Nice flowing section here. Every entry is important for the next corner. Can't hit too much curb because it's gonna unsettle the car. Got it here just on the line again. Taking maximum advantage of the track. Oh, and I think he invalidated it there. Looked like it to me, but maybe the fronts were just on track again before the rears went off. So yeah, then it doesn't count as a track limit. It's still continuing, so here we go. It's gonna be a fast lap, and he's gonna take first place for now. Nice lap everywhere on the limit of the track limits. Let's get up to new. Let's see if he can improve. He's been predicted on pole by a few, so let's see if he can make it happen. Just inside the track limits. Also there. Trying to catch a little slipstream. Braking a lot more than Stewart in this section. Looks the Wim's gonna move out of the way. Oh no, he's not. That's gonna hurt him. That's impeding from the Williams there. Of lucky, I guess. Then just starting his first flying lap, so let's see if he can challenge the pole time. He was really fast in the time trial sheets. So I think he's the one today to take the challenge to Mansell Bob. Not too much risk there. Easily inside the lines. Looks like a really clean lap so far. Let's see. It's not gonna make it. Oh, just behind Stewart before Mansell Bob. Apeldoorn in his second flying lap, going the last sector now. Going to be right up there with the other guys, and he's taking it by 0.03 of a second. Quite an impressive qualifying so far, really close from the top guys. Mansell Bob trying again on the softs. His former run before he aborted because the time he's on is still on mediums. The 1:17.0. And he's making it by 0.2. Ralphie dropped to P8. Late on the brakes there, still making the corner, really nice. Oh, and there you have it. Told you earlier, the curb. It's a really tricky curb, you just can't hit it. If you do, the car is just gonna slide under you. Eichenegger going in the pits. Schippo going in as well. Brian going really slow. Is he gonna go for it? Is he gonna go in? No, he's gonna go in as well. So we have everyone in the pits, some on an out lap. Bob is on an in lap as well. So let's see where Neil is. He's gonna start his lap. He's the only one together with Lange. So let's follow him again. And let's see if he can improve by a second to take pole. Pretty nice flow so far. It looks like a clean lap. Just like Ralphie using the battery already. Got a feeling it's gonna improve quite a bit. He does by half a second, taking him up to P5. Lange, the only one. Oh, he's driving really slow on a lap, I would say, but he is not. So we now have Charlie and Top Car on the out laps. Charlie just out, so let's get up to Top Car. Is the first on track, going into a lap. Top Car also did pretty decent the first two races. Good fight in the top 5. Should be able to improve a bit here. Doing really hard to heat up his tires. Waiting on Neil there, but I don't think he was on a fast lap. Or was it Charlie? No. So Top Car starting his lap now. I'm gonna try and catch the order and switch to everyone, see what they are doing. So we give Top Car first. Pretty safe through turn 1, 2. No risk on the limits. Oh, and again a Williams blocking, and again it was lucky. So I see this is the second time he's impeding. It's a real shame for Top Car. His lap is gone. So let's get to Charlie then. So the flag is out. Everyone's gonna get their last times in. Charlie is gonna improve by 3/10. It's a boarding, then Mufasa. I tried to pick the order. I know Stewart is next. Mufasa improves, nice, but doesn't improve his position. Stewart in the last corner. Ooh, there was a car there. And he improves just, but it's invalidated, I guess. Then now. Is improving, but not enough. Apeldoorn with a slipstream. Yes, he takes pole off Madison Bob with a nice slipstream at the end. Shippo, just too late to catch him. So there you have it. Qualifying results. Apeldoorn takes pole. The champion of last season, finally at the top step again. Just a few hundreds in front of Mansell Bob. So there's going to be a close battle, and then of there too, said it, expected it then to bring the fight up to Mansell Bob here today, and then they have quite a gap. 3/10 to Stewart, Charlie Harris, right behind him Neil. Again 2/10 Mufasa, nice from him. 7th Ralphie, Roy, and Top Car Flogger 11th, and then my time runs out. So, can we see, are we gonna have rain again? I can see the weather reports, of course, from the spectator mode. But no, it looks sunny, so it's the first time this season they don't start in the rain. You should be quite happy with that. But of course, I don't know the weather projection, so maybe we can see rain later on. And that should affect the tire strategies. Usually they go medium hards, I guess, here. Maybe someone tries something different starting on the hards, but then you have a risk with an early safety car. When it hits, you can pit, and the guys on medium can do for hards and usually go to the end. Yeah, when you have no extra safety car in the middle or the end of the race, then you're just losing out there. So let's see in the predictions. Someone predicted it, Apeldoorn to get pole. Yeah, Charlie Harris, who was right. He predicted Apeldoorn on pole. So the lights are on, and here we go. Looks like a good start from Mansell Bob. Sorry, Apeldoorn. He's just up in front. Stewart losing already the car on the outside curb of turn 2. In front they look like they're gonna go. The McLarens next to each other, giving each other plenty of space. Mufasa trying to get around outside Neil, but doesn't work. And we see a slow Mercedes of FCT in the battle with the Asis, trying to avoid each other. A lot of penalties in the back. What are they for? I need the penalties. Drive to drive. I think there were a lot of false starts. That's a real shame for the guys. So let's get back up to the front fight. Mansell Bob closely following Apeldoorn here. No DRS yet, and we have yellow. I think it's Lucky Ghosted. Ooh, see a wing coming off. Gavin Poynton, some Ferrari. They are gonna do the drive-through, of course. The two Haas's right next to each other. Ooh, tries a dummy, but backs out. So let's get back up to the front. Mansell Bob really close on Apeldoorn. DRS should go open anytime now. Yep, there you have it. Apeldoorn moving around. Mansell Bob going around the outside. Easy pass in the end with the DRS, but gets a second DRS here also. No extra detection point, I guess, just like we had in Mexico last weekend in the real race. The first two DRS zones. Yes, the game with predicted tire strategy. Let's see the tires they're on. Everybody is on the medium except for Gavin Poynton, but he just pitted, I guess. No, he didn't. The other guys behind him went for the drive-through. Oh, nobody chose a different strategy. Everybody on the mediums, so they have to battle it out on track, because when the safety car hits, I assume everybody's going to do the same now. Let's get this out of the way. Position changes. Let's see Somebody did real good. And we have Lucky Egg. Is he crashing out or is he just retiring? Can't see anymore. Stewart already picking up the first time penalty of the day for the track limits. It's a really difficult track to keep it between the white lines because there are so many fast corners with wide curbs where you can go over the line and don't go off. So that's going to be a real factor here today as well, especially when we have, by example, a late safety car and you have that time penalty. You're screwed. So let's hope for Stewart that does not happen. It's going to hurt him a lot, especially when you only have 3 laps raced and you need to do 26 more. Apeldoorn having a little look, but Manselbob defending there nicely, putting his car in the middle of the track. So Apeldoorn not able to overtake him there. Then closing a bit the gap of these guys again. And I guess it's also a track where the DRS train is going to happen a lot. Apeldoorn choosing to stay behind the first and maybe now go for the overtake. He has a good exit. Let's get up to is on board, but again Manselbob positioning his car really good, defending the inside, so no chance for Apeldoorn here to make the move. We see Mufasa really close on Neil, didn't make it to Stewart, and we now again have a yellow flag. I think LLCC spun in the fast section. Stewart just not making it on then. Mufasa this time on Neil also not. Apeldoorn just not making it again on Manselbob, defending really good. FCT losing a position to Shippo there. Ooh, that's gonna hurt Apeldoorn. Already a time penalty on his side also. I want to see the batteries. It's just gonna give us a lot of information on the overtaking. Manselbob no battery at all anymore. Positioning his car again good in the middle. He must have watched Verstappen and we see a safety car. There you have it. FCT losing his car, I guess here on the current inside curb maybe, or maybe you're on the outside curb, one of the two, and it's quite easy to lose your car there and spin out. So yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, we only have Mufasa trying something different here. It's quite early, so maybe you can go late now. Everybody else pitting. That's what I said earlier. When you start in the mediums and there's an early safety car, just go for the hards and you can drive to the end. But Mufasa thinking, if I'm gonna make up some places, I need to do something different here. And it's only lap 6, so the medium should go for quite some time also. Still, even especially with the safety car, the lifetime of the tires will expand. So I imagine he's gonna wait it out for maybe a later safety car and have much better tires in the end of the race. But yeah, he now have all the fast guys behind him at the restart. So let's go through the order one time. Let's take the position changes. Let's see what everybody has done so far. Gavin Poynton also think not pitted. Nope. So he's up there too. That should be something to look out for Ralphie New and the top car flogger. They usually are a bit faster, so we have Mufasa in the lead. He didn't pit at the safety car, the rest behind him did, trying something different. Let's see how it plays out for him. Mansell Bob in second, overtaking Apeldoorn, and I think it was lap 3 after starting second. Apeldoorn back in third. Already picked up a 3-second penalty, as is Stewart, for the track limits. So this is a long race still, and it's gonna hurt them. Then we have Dan in 5th, 2 places down, losing one out to Stewart. And of course Mufasa, but he's gonna need to pit. So Charlie Harris in 6th, Gavin Poynton in 7th, 13 places up, so he started last now in 7th place. Let's see if he can hang on to this position, starting the only one starting on the hards. So yeah, he couldn't go for the mediums yet because that was way too early. Ralphie in 8th, usually up in the top 5 this season. So let's see after restart if he can get back in there. Then Neil, 9th place, also usually fighting in the top 5, maybe even the top 3. Pretty surprising to see him falling a bit down. Top car flogger 1 place up, 10th. Ooh, safety car already going in, so we're gonna catch the leader in a bit. Top house flogger, Hashnego, Schippo, Lange, Morgan, all a few places up. Brian, everybody expects you to do something today, and so you're now in 16th. Make them proud in their predictions. LLCC and Tom last on track with 2 crashing out already. So Mufasa, switch back to TV cam. Let's get as much of a picture in the screen as we can. And let's wait and see where he's gonna go. And there he is, off Mansell Bob. Really close. Everybody on the front was really sharp. Mufasa defending the inside, holding on to first place. Look at that, the train of 4 cars almost bumper to bumper. Trying to see Stewart going to the inside of Apeldoorn, but backs out. I think that was a smart move, because if you're going to try it there, you're going to hit the car in front of that. We've seen it happen a few times in the league, when somebody tries to overtake and then hits the car just in front of them. Mansell Bob putting the pressure really hard on Mufasa here. Mufasa moving out of the way, knowing it's not his fight. But Mansell Bob is not making it, so slots back behind. Even using a lot more battery, Mansell Bob. So Apeldoorn with a late dive there on Mansell Bob, and Stewart going in the middle, and through goes Stewart. No, we don't. Mansell Bob holding on, Stewart around the outside, Nushin now of the inside line, but Mansell Bob is holding it on. So there you have it. A late dive from Apeldoorn is causing almost Stewart to go from P4 to P2. Still side by side, hitting each other, Mansell Bob and now Apeldoorn. Oh, it's the rear of Mansell Bob. And Dan is trying to profit from it all, going around the outside, and oh, big crash between Dan and Stewart. Stewart not seeing Dan coming in there, and there the races are over for Stewart and Dan. I think there are a lot of damage. Is the wing of Apeldoorn still intact? It looks like it, because he drove up the rear of Mansell Bob. That's a real shame for Dan and Stewart fighting. And you can see how difficult it is when you're fighting someone and someone A third party comes to join in. And Apeldoorn now overtakes Mansell Bob for second place. For the net lead, because Mufasa still needs to pit. Mufasa, a really nice job to hold on to the lead after that restart with the faster guys behind him. Did a really good job defending there, as I've seen him do a lot in the midfield. In earlier races, usually not up in the front there, but he still showed some good racecraft in the middle of the pack in the fights there. So now using that to keep his car in front of the faster guys. Dan and Stewart, yes, in the pits, both need to repair their wings. I think we're gonna see a lot of this in the stewards room after the race. A lot of reports, but yeah, I don't think there's anyone really to blame in every situation. Just racing incidents. When you're fighting 3 wide and you're trying to watch out for the a late dive from Mansell Bob on the inside of Mufasa there. Mufasa always spinning out. I think Charlie Harris is coming through as well. And there goes Mufasa from P1 to P4 in just 2 corners. Mansell Bob on the tail of Apeldoorn. Braking late, almost hitting him. Apeldoorn needs to get a good exit here to try and hold off Mansell Bob. Mansell Bob not really eager, I guess, to take a lot of risk in the overtake, as Apeldoorn already has a track limit penalty of 3 seconds. Top car vlogger in the pits also now. So, that's Apeldoorn wide again, picking up, I guess, a track limit. And I thought I saw Mansell Bob picking up also a track limit in turn 1. He was definitely outside the lines there. Really defensive line. No, just moving out of the way. Apeldoorn here knows he's not gonna hold on with the strong DRS. Hitting a lot of curb. Ralphie, because of the pit stops of Denden and Stewart, up to 6th. Neil up to 5th already. Nice recovery from him from 9th after the restart. And we have Brian from 16th up to 14th. Also the 2 pitters. Neil now on Mufasa. Mufasa with the older medium tires, didn't pit yet. And Ralphie right on the back of him. Can he go with Neil? Looks like he's diving down the inside. Oh, Mufasa trying to hold on, not giving his position that easily, but just can't. Chippo, usually a GT driver, Gran Turismo driver, filling in for Haas today as a reserve, doing pretty decent, up to 7th place. Let's get back up to the front. I see the 2 guys again really close to each other. Oh, I just couldn't see if it was a track limit there again for Apeldoorn. Really having trouble keeping your car in the lines. Side by side again, these 2. Oh, Apeldoorn coming off the curb almost into Mansell Bob, just avoiding him. Could have ended up in tears there. And then again the pressure on it with the DRS on the outside. Again side by side. Mansell Bob making way. Ooh, picking up a track limit there. Looked like it. That should be the second one in 2 laps, I did see. Charlie Harris quietly sneaking up the 2 of them. Making good advantage of the battle they're having and getting himself in the fight for the win. So now it's really important for Mansell Bob to stay between the white lines and not get another track limit, because he's going to pick up a penalty then too. Let's take a quick look. The two Hasses. Are they going to fight? Or are they going to play the team game? Top car just stays behind Schippo for this time occasion. See Heshnagel go around inside the outside of Brian. Brian almost in the car, and there we have LLCC needed to avoid Brian. Couldn't do much about this. He just had too much overspeed, needed to avoid him, and with a sudden direction change, losing it, hitting the pit wall, damaging the front wing. Real shame for LLCC. Just being at the wrong place at the wrong time was it. Two more guys with damage maybe. Let's see if they're changing wings. No, they're going just for a tire change. Longer did needed to pit for a new wing, and LLCC I guess too. Alright, let's get back up to the front. Charlie Ellis dropping it back a bit. With Apeldoorn and Massimo not fighting, they can pull quite a little gap. Tom overtaking Gavin Boynton for P9. Ralphie around the outside of Neil. Is he gonna make it stick? Yes, he is. Brave stuff there. Sensible driving from Neil to back out and not hit the rear tire of Ralphie. And we have the two Hasses again switching positions. Apeldoorn, ouch. Another penalty. Also Manson Bob a penalty. So Charlie Harris now just needs to keep it within 3 seconds of these two. And look in the background, we have Ralphie also closing up. If they Apeldoorn again, a track limit there. You can see how difficult it is on this track to keep it between the lines. The Haas is switching positions again. Not playing a team game, fighting all the way. But yeah, they are on their own, with Ralphie 6 seconds in front and Morgan 4 in their rear. So we see again a switch in the lead. Really difficult fast section of the track. So let's pick Charlie in POV for a lap. See this fight from up close. And how difficult it is to keep it between the white lines and off the curbs at the right places. Because we're now going to go to turn 1, 2. If you hit turn 1 on the curb too much, you're going to spin. But if you are close enough, you're going to get the track limit in turn 2. And then the next section, also really difficult. The first right-hander, you need to get it right to put it here. You can't hit the curb on the inside because you're going to spin out. If you hit the curb on the outside too much, it's also going to unsettle the car. And you can easily get a track limit there if you go wide. Also here the track limits are tricky with the exit. You want to take as much speed through there as you can, for the DRS zone is coming up here. DRS open. You see Apeldoorn creeping up on Mansell Bob again. Is he going to dive here? No. Again, a really difficult section. You can't hit the curb too much because it's going to unsettle the car as well. Another DRS zone. And we see Apeldoorn next to Mansell Bob going around the outside. But needs to back off. Mansell Bob again, really good defending, as we see him do a few times before in this race. And Charlie is just doing what he needs to do to win today. He just needs to follow them, keep it between the white lines, don't take any risk. 12 more laps and the win is his. But that's easier said than done. We see Neil really close to Ralphie. Did Ralphie overtake Neil earlier? Yes, I think so, because Neil was in front of Ralphie a few laps ago. Tom now making a move on Morgan, up to P8 for the Ferrari. Making them proud. I don't see really close battles except for the top 3 and the Haas guys. And Ralphie and Neil, of course. Brian is now in P11. Nice job from him, up from 16th. He was at the restart. And there you have Tom picking up a penalty. There you have Gavin Poynton. Again, a penalty is already on 12 seconds, sorry. Apeldoorn and Mazepin switching places again. Charlie right on the tail of them. Let's stay up here because these guys are racing and battling really hard. Ooh, we have a yellow in sector 3. Who is it? I think it was Gavin Poynton. Coming slow out the last corner. No, we still have a warning sector 3. Was it then? Ah no, it's LLCC. Having trouble waiting on track to cross to the pit entry. Yeah, did a good job here. Not to hit anyone. And we see another car in the pits of, I don't know who, there you have the pits. Den again in. Difficult race for him. You see everybody on the 12 lap hards. They pitted all at the safety car. Where's Mufasa? He's pitted 5 laps ago. Okay, so and we have again a yellow in the first sector. Who is it? No, these guys should. Oh, there it's now sector 2, and it's clear. Sometimes it's really hard to find who's off. So we now are in a position where Manson Bob is maybe crossing the finish line first for the 3rd time in a row, but because of the penalty he picked up, is not gonna make it a 3rd win in a row. Apeldoorn, his battery is full. He saved a lot of battery. Yeah, and there you go. Manson no battery, no DRS. Apeldoorn again the DRS here, and the battery should be able to pull a bit of gap. Ouch, LLCC tried to get this penalty out of the way, I think for the pits, and then drove again. Charlie also having a lot of battery, so maybe he's able to get Manson Bob here, who is falling behind just inside the DRS of Apeldoorn. Lucky for him. Neil is back again in front of Ralphie. Missed the overtake there, but see it in the standings. They are having a good battle of their own. And now Apeldoorn has the back marker. I think it's the Williams of LLCC. Not the best. And Apeldoorn now has more. Oh, and Manson Bob is wide there. Charlie is gonna get a run on him here. And Apeldoorn is now out of the DRS. No, Manson Bob has it on LLCC. Manson Bob getting the DRS from the back marker. Ooh, again a yellow. What happened? Sector 2, I see the car there in the background. Who is it? Going really slow. It's again, oh no, LLCC, and we have a virtual safety car this time. LLCC crashing out. Is there anyone with a gap? Neil now has And Master Bob has quite a gap on Neil, so is he gonna try a pit stop here? Yes, they are. Apeldoorn also in. Charlie Harris, Master Bob, the top three all in. Playing it safe. Neil's going in. Ralphie is continuing. No, he's also in. Nobody chooses to stay out, and I see there on the pit on the LED screens there's SC, is a safety car, but it says in my screen a virtual safety car. So I don't know what's happening at the moment. Let's see. No, there is a real safety car here. Okay, but my screen says virtual safety car. So then I get the tire call, the strategy call. So Charlie Harris saved out a set of softs, and this is gonna hurt Apeldoorn and Manson Bob with the penalties they collected earlier. I said it in the beginning, you need to watch out for the track limits, because when there is a late safety car, you're just screwing yourself with the penalties. And now Manson Bob and Apeldoorn have just 8 or 7 laps to get 3 and 6 seconds clear of the rest of the field. Everybody on new tires, but we saw after the last safety car restart what can happen with Stewart and Dan picking up damages in the fight. So let's see, we have Apeldoorn on new mediums, Charlie Harris in second on new softs. Then we have Manson Bob in third on mediums. Apeldoorn with a 6-second time penalty. Charlie Harris doesn't need to fight this as hard as the other two guys. He needs to play it smart, because he just picks up the win, even if he finishes second or third behind the other two guys. Manson Bob also has a time penalty, so no need for Charlie Harris to defend on him. But yeah, I can imagine he wants to win it on track. No better feeling than win when you're also crossing the line first. But yeah, I would take it if I was him. Just play it smart. Don't do anything silly. Pick up the win. Neil is gonna maybe pick up a podium because of all this. On the mediums, Ralphie also on the mediums. Should be the both pair of them should be able to be fast enough to keep within the 3 and 6 seconds. So gonna steal the podium places maybe of Apeldoorn and Manson Bob. Shippo is on softs in 6th place, the reserve driver for Haas today. Tom up in 7th. Top house vlogger didn't pit, I think at the safety car. In 8th, J.R. Morgan. 9th, Mufasa. Trying a different strategy, didn't work out so far for him. Now in 10th, is on the soft, so maybe he's gonna make up a few places on the likes of Morgan, Tophouse and Tom. Interesting to see him. Dan didn't pit, is still on 8 lap hold hards. Maybe try to make up a few places with the earlier time loss. I think he pitted like 3 or 4 times already. Can I see? Yeah, 3 times. Gavin Poynton now dropped back to 12th, but has a lot of time penalties at 12 seconds there for him. Brian 13th. Let's see if he can make it up in the top 10. He started in P15, so that should be a nice result for him if he can make the top 10. Stewart in 14th, picked up a lot of damage in the collision with Dan. Don't think both could really do much about this. Oh, going in again. Are they having, I don't know, they're going in for some new softs, I guess. Brian also in. Yeah, if you're in the back, you can try something different. Yeah, softs on. Try to make up a few places. That means Hasnagel and Top Car Vlogger moving up. a few places. I completely missed Lange DNFing. Maybe he retired in the pits with damage. But if that's the case, we should see it in the stewards room later on. He needs to prove that. Or maybe he just crashed out and I missed it. We saw LLCC crashing out, having a really difficult race there. Needed to get out of the way of the leaders. So from here off on, we could have a pretty surprising podium with Charlie Harris, Neil and Ralphie. So let's get a little bit of middle car in TV cam so we can see all the action of the restart. Let's get this all out of the way. Of course, if we do this, I can see a little bit better if anyone crashes out where it is and who it is. So he's off. Apeldoorn with a really good restart. Charlie Harris napping. Mansell Bob on his tail, but Charlie losing more battery. Neil and Ralphie, how much are they gonna fight and compromise the chance of a podium here with the penalties of Mansell Bob and Apeldoorn? Yeah, there are two choices. Of course you want to get a place, but maybe by getting that place it means you're losing to the guys in front of them. Quite a big gap at the rear of Tom to top house vlogger also already. Morgan now coming through. So Charlie Harris on the softs, on the back of Apeldoorn. Mansell Bob also following really close, going to the inside of Charlie Harris here. Oh, Ralphie picks up a 3-second penalty. That's going to hurt him and his chances of a podium. He should feel gutted about that. Mansell Bob overtook Charlie. Should have been able to see that on screen, but I missed it. Oh no, we have Gavin Poynton crashing out in turn 1-2, but no more safety car, just the yellow flag, so we keep on racing. Now Apeldoorn and Mansell Bob have to be sensible with the two of them, with the penalties they're having, and not fighting each other and just going for it and try to make the gap to Charlie. But they are fighting. What an overtake of Mansell Bob around the outside there of Apeldoorn. Pretty brave stuff. And now he needs to try and break clear 3 seconds of Charlie Harris. Charlie Harris on the inside of Apeldoorn, not gonna make it. Apeldoorn already outside the DRS now. And are we gonna see a victory of Mansell Bob here? Even with the 3 seconds and everybody so close after the safety car restart. Neil really close up his teammate. Is he gonna fight him? Looks like he wanted to go for the inside there, but decided to back out at the last moment. And yeah, Mansell Bob is putting his foot down. Ooh, Ralphie and Shippo touching there. Ralphie going wide again, just picking up the penalty in another track limit now. So let's get this up to leader so we can see Neil overtaking Charlie. It looks like the soft tire on Charlie is not working, and he's already losing out to the medium tires. That's a pretty big surprise. The soft tires already going. Then picking up a 3-second penalty in the rear of the field. So Mansell Bob is now 2.4 seconds clear of New, and he already has the 3 seconds on Charlie. So wow, he's making a statement here and going for the win, even with that penalty. Let's get the penalties in our screen so everybody can see the difference. Ralphie just got overtaken by Shippo. Shippo making the soft tire work in his fight. Charlie back inside of the 3 seconds now. Neil on the back of Apeldoorn. Apeldoorn with 6 seconds. So he's gonna fall back behind Tom at the moment. No, they also have penalty, so he's gonna fall back behind Shippo at the moment. Just in front of Mufasa. Mufasa needs 2 more tenths to be able to jump his teammate. The fight, oh, Shippo spinning there in the fight with Ralphie. Slightly touched. Ralphie continuing, not giving the position up, so don't think he was in the wrong there. So we have Neil following Apeldoorn closely still. Charlie Harris dancing on the line of 3 seconds to Apeldoorn. Only 2 laps to go. 2 Mansell Bob, sorry. Oh, this is not what they have to do, fight, because this is gonna give Mansell Bob the win. And it's only gonna hurt Apeldoorn's race. Also for him, because he just has the time penalty, so it's not necessary to fight Neil. You're gonna lose the position there. You need to lose as little time as you can. You need just to get the gap to the rear guys. You don't do that by driving, by fighting, driving slower lines, defending position. Just saying I used to have, you don't always have to be the fastest guy to win. Sometimes playing it smart is just enough. But Mansell was demonstrating today that you have to be the fastest, because man, is he putting on a display in the last few laps, repeating what he did the last 2 races, the first 2 races of this season, winning them both. Neil now diving by the inside of Apeldoorn, finally making the overtake. But yeah, that's what I said. Fighting isn't helping them, because Mansell Bob is now 3 seconds clear of Neil, and it's the last lap. So Neil has to really concentrate here, using all the battery he has. He's got more battery, so he should be able to take more power on the straights. Yeah, you see the gap closing here. And now he needs to concentrate in the last. Mansell Bob losing a bit of time. Let's see. Neil taking slightly more time out of him in this corner. And it looks like Neil's gonna take it off Mansell Bob with a final lap, overtaking Apeldoorn. And there you have it. Ooh, we have a yellow in sector 3. It was Brian losing out his car. and coming over the line as last racing driver, finishing driver, 15th. So we have 5 DNFs. Tom of the Ferrari gets driver of the day from the game. And there you have the winner of today, Neil. Let's see if somebody predicted that. Today. Did somebody predict Neil? I thought I saw somebody putting him in a pole here, Ralphie putting Neil on pole, but not in the top 3. Then saying Neil was gonna get second. A really strong last lap of Neil, overtaking Mansell Bob and then closing the gap about half a second to Mansell Bob. Strong drive from him, taking the win. Mansell Bob, second place for him today. Charlie Harris with a penalty for Apeldoorn jumping him. Apeldoorn still got 4th. Tom 5th. Ralphie Shippo Mufasa come up to 8th of 10th place. And then we have the Stewart still finishing 10th with the damage he picked up in the early stages of the safety car restart. So quite some action today. Thanks for watching again, guys, and we'll not see you next week because I think it's break week before we head then over to Portugal. So good evening